All right, everybody. Alex Goff here with Selica Winiata from the Black Ferns, and you've just got into San Diego, getting ready for the Super Series, and how is everything feeling right now?
The girls are really excited to be here in San Diego. It's the first time for a lot of the girls in the team, and look, we're just wanting to get out there and play some footy. So first day training today, the girls are really excited, and yeah, looking forward to the series.
Obviously, you were in the United States not that long ago, really, playing in Chicago, and it was a big win for you over the USA. How did you guys feel about that performance?
Oh, we were happy with how we performed against the American team last time we were here in Chicago. We're always looking to better our team and the way that we perform, and so I think going into this series, there's five quality teams here, and that's the kind of rugby that we want to be playing, especially going to 2021 with the World Cup.
Now, yeah, five quality teams, and I was talking with Abby Scott from England. She mentioned it's like a mini World Cup. It's almost tougher than a World Cup in the sense that you're playing an amazing team every 4 days. Um, it, you know, it's, is it a bit of a daunting task? Do you look and say, "Wow, okay, we're gonna have to do this one, then we're gonna turn around and rock up again"?
No, it's not a daunting task. The women's game, that's how it's been known to be played every 4 days. So for us, it's about making sure that we prepare well in the lead up to our first game, and then we continue that throughout the whole tournament. That's not something that we can control. So we just need to make sure that we focus on the things that we can control, and that's getting our bodies and mind in the right spaces heading into the test matches.
What's what's the expectation for the Black Ferns in terms of when you assemble, in terms of your fitness and your ability to hit the ground running? I would imagine it's pretty
Yeah, look,
high.
we set some high standards within the team, and our Blackburn legacy has gone on for quite a few years now, and so the expectation of when girls do come into this team is that we've got to live up to those and better them. And so, I mean, there's not a lot of pressure on the girls; they know it before they come in, and it's just about making sure that they execute their skills that they've been brought in the team for. We've all got a bit of X factor in some way, and it's about being able to show that out on the field as a whole team.
In terms of the style of game you play, it seems to me that you can play any style of game. I mean, if there was suddenly bucketing down with rain and it was mud everywhere, you could handle that, and you could handle a forward-oriented game, or bash it up, or and obviously we know that you can play an expansive game. It seems like everybody's comfortable either, however you approach it.
Yeah, and I guess the Black Ferns. That's what we're known for, to be able to just adapt to what we can see out on the field. We don't like to be one-dimensional. We like to have, I guess, a toolbox full of tricks and be able to identify that, throughout a game and be able to change from one game plan to another. And I think that's what brings exciting rugby, because you're not too sure what's going to happen out on the field.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Now, we were talking about you coming to the United States, but Salka, this is not by any stretch of the imagination the first time you've been to the U.S. And way back when you were like 19, I think you were pretty young. You were playing with the Minnesota Valkyries. Um, Tell me a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
Yes, I was only young. The under 23 American team actually came to New Zealand, and they toured and
Yeah.
played all our provincial teams over there. And Barb, who was one of the coaches, talked to me after the game and said, "How would you like coming over to Minnesota and playing some rugby for 3 months?" And I was still at school, so I thought, "Hey, I'll jump at that opportunity." Came over and yeah, spent 3 months touring America. It's amazing to think that you guys play state to state, not within a state. And I guess as a tourist, I was
Yeah.
able to, go out and do a lot of sightseeing along the way too.
Yeah, those 5 to 7 hour road trips. That's something other people aren't
No,
used to,
and I'm
right?
definitely not used to that. So that was an eye opener for me.
Yeah. Yeah. What were some of, you just said that, but what are some of the things that you learned about the country when you were when you were here?
That you drive on the opposite side to me. So the first time I got behind the wheel, I was actually really nervous. It took me a little while, but look, the girls were really welcoming. They made me feel at home, and just, I mean, the rugby was the same. It was great to see, you know, the amount of teams that I was able to play against, and you know, you guys have got some really athletic women, and so yeah, it brings for exciting rugby.
All right, fantastic. Now, one more thing would be, let's talk a little bit about, you know, if you're a Black Ferns fan, outside of New Zealand, you watch on FloRugby. What are, if you're talking to a Black Ferns fan, what are some of the things that you think they'll see?
I think you're just going to see the Black Ferns go out there and play some awesome rugby.
In terms of their
It's
New Zealand
going to
team?
be different. You're not going to be able to kind of determine what kind of game plan we're going to be playing, but you know, we've got a lot of young new girls in the team, and they're going to show why they're a part of this team, and it's exciting, you know, for this series.
All right, Selica, thank you very much. Best of luck at the Super Series, and we look forward to seeing you out there on the pitch.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
See ya.